Hi, Barbie.
Hi.
What brings you in today?
Just coming in to discuss some of my relationship issues with being pregnant and dealing with that, the chaos of that. I'm having
Mm,
issues with
okay.
my partner's family and my partner.
So you're experiencing what you're calling chaos in your life right now. So tell me more about the chaos.
My pregnancy was very unexpected. I didn't think I could have children, and my partner obviously didn't think I could have children. And um, I ended up pregnant, and we've been together 8 years. And um, he never wanted children, so it was safe in our relationship, as safe as we thought it could be. And now it's blame shifting of you should have known your body. So
Okay. So, how did that feel for you when that was said to you?
it was soul crushing. If I would have known my body, I would have protected myself from having a baby without properly planning a baby. Discussing that with Noah, discussing what that's going to look like. I'm more of a planner and would love to be prepared for major life events like that. And I was completely thrown off guard. And I know he's completely thrown off guard too. So I'm trying to accept him for where he's at and allow him to process the news. But I kind of just need the I guess the crucial language to end. Like, I'm a good partner. I will be a good sounding board. I will be there for you. But there are things that we have to have boundaries with. Like, some of the things that have been said to me should have been for a brother or a friend or something, because the word is, in the beginning they thought I was having an ectopic pregnancy.
Okay.
So he prayed for that. And
Okay.
then, yeah. And then the
So how
next
did that, yeah, so he prayed for you to, how did that feel for you?
brutal. And then it was, um, I went back and they found out that he was in my uterus and his heart rate was low. It was only 58 beats per second. And I was 5 weeks pregnant, 6 weeks pregnant. So they said it's a 50-50 chance. You could lose the fetus or it could survive. So I had to wait 4 to 6 weeks, um, before I went back. And I, through that 4 to 6 weeks window, he was praying that I was going to lose the baby.
Okay.
So that was really hard. And they say you'll never forget the way you were treated while you were pregnant. And that is something that
Mm,
stays with me. And now he's not really excited about the baby. He doesn't try to connect. He's half in and half out a lot. And when he goes to his families, they really encourage him. They say, your only your only obligation to her is child support. And they want him to live at home and pay me child support and not be with me. They have stated that they really don't think we love each other, which is his mom and dad. And that this baby deserves two parents that want him, and they keep wanting me to give him up for adoption. And in my mind, this baby's a miracle because I never thought I could have children. I have severe PCOS, and it made me really sad in my 20s. Like, hey, you're never gonna have a kid, and that sucks. And then this happens, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a miracle. This is a blessing. Like, I had less than a 1% chance with in vitro. And
wow.
he said, this is ruining my life. And one of the last mean things that he said to me was, you're getting everything you ever wanted, and I'm losing everything.
Okay. How did it feel to you when he said that?
I didn't feel affirmed as a partner. I felt like I was a problem, um, that I did something to him that he didn't deserve unintentionally. Made me feel guilty, like he wanted me to get an abortion, before I was 20 weeks. So I got diagnosed with placenta previa at 15 weeks. And he said, out of every pregnancy I hear about, all I hear about is miscarriages. But you have the worst reproductive system in the world, and this baby is healthy as healthy can be. And before he told his parents, he asked me if I would get an abortion due to the privia because he cared about me and he didn't want anything to happen to me, which is all a lie because he followed it up with, "Are we going to have an abortion before I blow my life up in shreds and tell my parents you're pregnant?"
So I'm hearing that you're facing a lot of people in your life who are directly against your choice to keep this baby.
That is correct.
Um,
It's challenging to stay grounded in my truth and not let their opinions influence my mood. It's not going to influence what my choice is, but it directly influences my anxiety, my sadness, my depression. To where he's like, "Okay, we got to go to my mom and dad's for Thanksgiving." Mind you, he has six siblings and only two know that I'm pregnant, and I'm over 6 months pregnant. And last night he asked me if I could wear something baggy and try to conceal it so he doesn't have to tell the whole family on Thanksgiving Day that I will be delivering a baby in March.
how did that affect you?
Oh, I could have kicked his ass over the phone. I'm like, "Stop denying me. Live in reality, Noah, you damn immature boy."
So you felt pretty angry about that, his
Oh, yeah.
expectation to have you conceal this pregnancy.
And he told one of his friends the other day that he has a baby on the way, but didn't say we're in a relationship. Like, we're trying to make it work because it's a friend that he was unfaithful with in the past to me.
Oh, so
Yeah.
this friend who he's talking to is somebody that he was unfaithful with to you. In other
Mm-hmm.
words, he was with this person in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is that experience like for you having him speak with this person who he was with?
I'm okay with it now because it was years ago and I've been around her, and no, that's fine. Everything's out in the open. And
Okay.
um but he hasn't said like he's staying in this with me. Like, so I'm like, "You're not a private person. You're just keeping your options open."
Hmm.
So, I mean, she's in a marriage and stuff now anyways.
Okay.
So I don't really
Okay.
think about that. I mean, if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. So,
All right. So I'm hearing you tell me that you have made this decision to have this baby because you feel like it's a miracle, considering your body wasn't supposed to be able to do this.
correct.
And you're struggling with not having your significant other or his family be on board at all. In fact, they're actively letting you know they're against it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be end up being a single mom.
Okay. And tell me more about that.
He is just, "I'm trying this. I'm giving it my best shot." That's not concrete. That's not secure. That's not language that says it's going to be okay. Even though he says it's going to be okay, actions do speak louder than words. And so I have prepared my life to where I can do it if he's not here. So,
So you're prepared to do this without him.
correct.
And how would that be for you to go forward without him?
Emotionally, physically, and mentally, of course, it's going to be hard.
Mhm.
Um, it does take two sometimes, you know, but it's not hard enough for me to give up my son. And I not only just think of Jude as a blessing, I wanted him. You know, I wanted a baby. Maybe not in this kind of way, but there my whole life I wanted children. And I just, 10 years ago, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to have them.
So I see that you are in a kind of a place where you're not sure what's going to happen for the future.
Correct.
And you would like the baby's father to be on board, but you're not sure he will be.
That is correct. And
Okay.
those are hard things. I mean, that induces a lot of anxiety in me, and it's not for me because I know I will be able to take care of my son. I have a great job. I have a nice home. I have stability, and I've taken care of myself my whole life. I grew up in a house without parents. I grew up, not being able to say mom and dad in the house. I was raised by my grandmother, and I just I've been through hard things. Why not do another hard one?
Okay.
So,
Yes, I can see that you've already done some really hard things
mhm.
through all of this. Um, how would it be um, having him in your life compared to not having him in your life? Your significant other, like if you had to compare the two scenarios, um, which one would be more supportive to your life plan?
So physically supportive, of course, it would be with Noah involved, but I don't know if that's going to be the support I need mentally. So there's like a real weighing here, like, okay, you can be here physically, but what does that look like spiritually, emotionally, mentally? Like, not just for me, but for our son. And
Right.
so that's a battle that I've been thinking about. And, I've offered him to walk away and sign away his rights. And he's like, no, I'm a noble person. I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm like, well, that sometimes can be the right thing when you're not grown up and, not giving. I told him, I said, if you don't heal the shit that hurts you, your demons will raise your son. And I will not let that happen.
So you did tell him that you would willingly allow him to step away,
I did. He can sign over his rights.
and he did deny doing that.
Correct. Yeah. So it is a very hot and cold scenario, unfortunately. And we've never been really bad. I mean, he's had some infidelity. We got together when he was 23, I was 25. And he's a traveling musician. It's the tale as old as time with musicians. So, um, but we got through those problems early on and we were young but now it's like we're in our 30s. You got to grow
Right.
up and
Mm-hmm.
tell him to get off mama's tit. He's very enmeshed with his mother and it's almost repulsive. She's very narcissistic and he's the golden child and he grew up in a cult and it's like homeschooled, never left the forefront. Like it's intense and she's got her hooks into him and he's codependent and it's not my war, it's not my battle and I'm tired of fighting it. Like I'd rather him go and he's got to heal because I can't do it for him.
I can hear that. I hear what you're saying. I can hear that you do not want to be responsible for changing him. It sounds like you are looking at this realistically, because you can see that you can't control what he's doing,
Mhm.
but he does need to make a decision. I mean, I guess what I'm coming to is, how would it be if he didn't ever make a decision for you?
It's not about how would it be for me because I'm okay if he's absent, or I know I will make it if he's absent, and I know I'll make it if he's here. Um, I don't know how that would, it's not going to be something for me, but for him, I don't know how it would be for him. Like that's up to him.
Okay.
Like I'm not set on like I need you to heal. No, if you want to be a healthy father, you will heal. I will prevent unhealed from entering into my child's life.
Okay. So you will prevent unhealed from entering into your child's life.
Yeah, I will not tolerate Noah's bullshit when it comes to the kid.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. And I think that's the way I can protect my son because, I know how to protect me, but I'm learning how to protect him. And what hurts me, and I can look past it, my son's not going to be able to look past that. That's going to make lasting impressions on his life that I want to protect him from. And that's my main
Yes.
goal now.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is your main goal is really for your son, Jude,
It is.
and to protect him from an influence that might be an unhealthy example.
Yes, and that includes not only his dad, but his grandparents on his dad's side, like they don't care about him in utero. They don't want to see him. They want him to be given up for adoption, but then claim that they're going to be good grandparents when he's here. And it's like, no, you're not going to have access to him. You're not going to be half in. You're not going to be half out. You're not going to treat me like shit in front of my child because he's not ignorant. He's going to sense that one day. Like, no, like it's past that. Like, I'm not going to take your bull crap like your son has.
Okay. So the problem is, or the issue is, you um, want to protect your child from this influence, and you're not sure how you're going to do that.
That is correct. I
Okay,
want to protect him. I want to protect me. But what that looks like,
that looks like. Got it. Okay.
that's not there yet.
All right.
And I mean, it'll get there. I got at least 3 more months, right?
Right. You have 3 months. So,
I'm feeling I'm feeling anxious and um almost um there's a sense of sadness, anxiety, dealing with Noah swimming in his sea of ambiguity.
so you are of the mind that you want to create safety for your child, but you have the child's father living in the same household with you who is very ambiguous. And your goal is to not have that influence around your baby when the baby comes.
Correct. And I mean, he's half here, he's half at his mom and dad's. He's, like I said, he's a traveling musician, and a lot of his shows are an hour and a half to 2 hours above me where his parents live. So when he doesn't have all that, he's here. But when he does, he's at his mom and dad's. And sometimes I'm so like, I would love for us to be normal, like conventional. Never going to happen with either one of our personalities, but normalcy would be nice a little bit. And it's just, I don't know. He went home the other day and I was like, oh, I can finally sleep, I can rest, like get out of my bed, go home to your mama. Like I can't be your mama anymore.
So you feel relief when he's out of your house.
Yes, but that's only 50-50. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I really want him here. Like, because pregnancy is emotional. I have never in my life been on this kind of emotional roller coaster ever. I'm like, I cry at like Tide commercials. I'm like, what is going on with me? Or I'll look at Arlo and he'll be like, meow, and I'm like bawling.
Gosh, yeah, sounds like the hormones, the emotions are coming on strong.
Girl. Big time. And it's just like, but yes, I want that support when I get vulnerable and I get scared and I think about labor and I think about all the crazy shit that goes along with this. I want him. That's my partner. That's my safety blanket. That's my security. But when he's being an ass, I want him away from me.
Okay, so you're saying 50-50. So sometimes you do feel supported by him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he's not a monster. He's just broken in ways.
Okay, so there are times that his behavior is helping you at this vulnerable time.
Oh yeah, if he sees me have a panic attack or I'm like crying and I can't get it together, he will go right into like, let me help you. He'll coddle, he'll hold me, he'll will do essential oils, like the whole 9 yards, and then he will chill. He will not bring up something that will trigger me. Like he is mindful, he is self-aware, but that's where I get triggered too. Like you are this self-aware and you are this mindful. What makes you think the things that you say to me is okay?
Interesting. Okay, I see.
Take that to your brothers. Like, I'm not damning him for the way that he feels because I don't get to narrate Noah's experience. Like, he's allowed to have these big feelings that he needs to process, but I am not the person that, unfortunately, he needs to process with because it is about me and it is about something that is huge and I'm carrying his baby. And yes, he should be able to come to me with everything, but not wishing that his child would die in me. Like, that needs to be processed with someone outside of me.
Okay, so it sounds like a boundary for you.
Mhm.
That's experience for you is too hurtful
Mhm.
and too anxiety producing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Um, how would it be if you voiced that to him?
Oh, I have. And he goes, "You know who you had sex with, and now you get to face the consequences."
That's his response to you.
That's his response.
Where does that leave you emotionally when that's said to you?
Oh gosh, in shambles. It's blame pushed back on me. And I know, like, okay, this is a form of deflecting and blameless. He doesn't want it, he wants somebody to blame, lack of
Mhm.
accountability. So I know all
Okay.
these things and I can say all these things, but that doesn't mean it hurts any less.
Yeah, that is, I can see the hurt. I can see in your face, in your hand expressions, everything
Yeah.
that that cuts deep. So on the one hand, he is supportive, he's a security blanket for you.
Mhm.
But on the other hand, he's crossing some really big boundaries that are really hurting you.
Yes. Noah is the source of my comfort, but also the source of my pain.
Yes, at the same time. And I guess I want to know how would it be if that never changed? How would it be if this continued to be the same indefinitely?
I can't have that. If it never changed, we'll hypothetically say that it's unhealthy, but that is not me and that's not what's going to happen. I will remove my source of comfort to repair my source of pain. Like I can't do that with my kid. And that starts here and that starts before he's born.
Okay. So you see yourself making a decision in the next 3 months.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If Noah goes to therapy and tries to heal, I am on board for that journey. I will walk right beside him.
Okay.
But you have to show me that you're trying now, and you have to put in the work.
And so your boundary is that he does do therapy and put in the work.
Correct. And whatever that looks like, whatever kind of therapy that is, wherever you want to do it, however you want to do it, that's not me for me to decide. But as long as I see work and I see change, I'm able to stand beside him. But I won't stand beside abusiveness anymore.
How would it feel for you to communicate that to him?
Oh, I have.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
And it doesn't end well sometimes, but sometimes it does. To where a few days ago he left and he knows he can't come back here until we talk about what happened. And he goes, "Oh, it's not a good time." Well, it's not a good time for you to come back home either, then.
it sounds like you have protected your boundaries
Mhm.
in many ways. I can really see the strength in you um, to, protect your own boundaries and also the mental environment, the emotional environment for you and your child.
Yeah.
So between now and the time the baby's born, because that's the timeline I'm hearing you talk about, what do you think the most pressing or the most significant thing is that you see needing to happen? Because you're telling me a timeline of you need something to be resolved by the time your baby's born. So
What I
what
need,
what do you want to see?
what I want to see is him all in with more of an optimistic mindset and actually trying to connect with the child, and wanting to be a present father, wanting to be a good dad, being curious about it, taking classes, reading books, like little things. Like I don't need a lot. I just need to see the work. And I need to see the work on him. I'm sorry. Let me hold myself accountable for this. Or, let me be a little more self aware and not say things like this.
Okay.
I may be your partner, but I'll never be your punching bag. And you're never going to treat me like that.
Okay. So, and how will it be for you if that doesn't happen?
It's okay. I will heal and I will get through it because at the end of the day, it's not just me anymore. I have to heal for me and I have to protect my son. So he doesn't have to heal from the healing that I'm doing. Like, doesn't have to heal from his dad the way I have to do it.
How are you feeling about that decision?
Confident.
You feel confident?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Barbie. Well, our session has come to an end. And I feel like we came to a point here at the end that you have certain things you would like to happen by the time baby Jude is born. And so, what I would encourage you to think about between now and next week is um, what those things are.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.